Welcome everybody, Thrift Fam. We're in the woods. This is Hyde Park, the northeast corner, and look who I found. It's the crying hippie, and here we are on a walkabout, and we've got some Timmy Hortons going on there. That's my black and bitter, and the crying hippie's got his. Is that a double you got there?
Almost, a 1.5 cream.
A 1.5 cream. So this is Hyde Park, the northeast corner, and we're just about to go over a little bridge. And here's a person walking the trail as well, so we'll let them go by. It's a nice little doggy. Hello. Hello. Yeah, so we are, a little footbridge here, and someone's graffitied up that sign as they did, and there's a little bit of water in the lake, and here's this cute little bridge. And let's come down here and see if we can get a nice view of the... Is that a solar panel in the middle of the lake?
Yeah, it's someone's garbage.
It's garbage?
Yeah.
That's not very good. And yeah, there you go, a little bit of a fountain thing. And over the other side, some people looking in the water, and a little waterfall feature. That's kind of nice. And yeah, this is the park, and there looks like more trash in the lake up ahead. And we're going to find a little spot somewhere soon to go and have a little sit down and a 4:20 break. So I don't know what they're doing. Some rocks and things here, and yeah, this is Toronto. Just a few meters away is a very busy road, but you would never know it. Look, we're like out in the wilderness. It's kind of like Bush Tucker Man or Bear Grylls. What are these? Oh yeah, those things, those are horrible. So you can see there's a bit of a good trail up ahead.
You see where these grow, right? These are like elephant ears, they get bigger, right?
Yeah, though you can
Wherever they grow, thistles grow. So when you get pricked by one of these, you rub yourself with these, and it takes the itch away.
That's what I was going to say. Usually, we used to call them dock leaves in England, and when we had the stinging nettles, if you got stung, you'd have to go and find what are these?
No, I said look at them. They're cool.
Yeah, they're nice and wild flowers, and there's a bit of a. This is not going to be fun with flip flops.
Oh, you got flip flops.
Yeah, I didn't expect. Look at this treacherous terrain that we're navigating in dollar store flip flops with Tim Hortons coffee and selfie sticks, and we navigated that wonderfully. So yeah, look at this great greenery, and out in the bush. There's the lake over there.
Another ice storm tree.
A little trail, and yeah, this is one of the trees that come down from the ice storm. And there's been a couple that have hit Toronto. We were just talking about the one in 2014 or 2013, and there was a bigger one in 1998, and that was the biggest one. It took out quite a wide area. So there's a little trail there, and another trail this way. So
This birch, eh? Really old birch tree.
that's got quite a bend on it.
Oh, it's not a birch, man. I thought it was a birch tree and it was white.
But yeah, that's been quite a while. Look at that curvature. Some logs.
Here's the bullfrogs.
The what? Bullfrogs?
Yeah.
You can hear something. And here's another little bridge.
You go down there by that tree, you'll hear him.
Look.
Get him on camera.
Let's go and see if we can find the bullfrogs, because this is very interesting. A little bit of wildlife, and the fact that we do have this access to nature so close to the city is quite nice. We can it's a little bit boggy. We don't want to go too far, but you can hear them. You can hear them croaking. That's the noise you can hear, but we can't see any. And there's a very nice swampy smell going on. Do you see any bullfrogs? No. But this is nice to get out and see a little bit of nature, especially when you do live in a big city like Toronto. You tend to see nothing but high-rises. And there's another little waterfall thing here and there. Another cute little footbridge.
Must be something new, man, because there's two of them. There must be like some kind of lights they're doing it.
Yeah.
Some kind of experiment.
And it looks like there's something. I mean, that's not trash. It looks like it might be like shopping carts tossed in there, but it's got solar panels.
Yeah. So probably some light.
it quite possibly it lights up at night and illuminates. So there's some willow trees up ahead, and there's a nice little bench and some rocks down there. So we're going to probably head a little bit further and find a good spot for our 420 break. So yeah, this is one of the roads that goes through the Hyde Park, and let's just look up at some of these trees and things. Yeah, it's not exactly out in the outback, but it's certainly very wild compared to the fact that there is a city just a few hundred meters away.
Yeah, and you can walk on every trail in here. It would probably take you the whole day.
It really is, and it's a very, very large park.
Every trail would at least the whole day, man.
And there's a zoo in here as well, I believe.
Yeah.
There's a zoo, and they have a little train thing that takes people around.
Chill out is right between. It's kind of like the garden area in the zoo.
Right. I think I might have to fix my zoom. Yeah, that's why. Everything looked very close, so that's better. So another little trail here. This one looks a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit of concrete. It's not so. No bicycling allowed.
So at night, I'd hear like something on the trail, right? And I think it's like, you know, some dude calling me or something weird, right? This is when I first started coming here. So I kept like going to the spot where I'd hear the noise, and there's nothing there all the time, right? A few times there was some weird dude, man, right? Checking me out. Like that crazy guy's telling you about.
Yeah, the one with he's made a sword or something, is that right?
He's what?
He made a sword and asked you to kill him.
He made a steak.
A steak, that's right.
Got like a hunting knife like this and carves the steak into a point. Runs up. The first time I saw him, man, he had the knife in this hand, the steak in this hand. He crept right up behind me as I'm sitting on a log, having a smoke. I just look out of the corner of my eye and I see someone there. I see a fucking big knife and I jump up and I'm like, what? I just start verbal kung fu with the guy, right?
Verbal kung fu.
You know? He's going, don't hurt me, I just want you to kill me. I said, what do you mean? You got a fucking knife and a steak and you're saying you don't want to kill me?
Yeah, that gives the wrong impression a little bit. It doesn't exactly...
Yeah, so I didn't know he's schizo and stuff, right? But anyways, I brought it up because a lot of the times I've been coming here at night lately, I'll hear him walking on the trail. Right here.
Just here, right?
Yeah, and he'll go through the bush because the trail covers in the bush, and you can tell a coy wolf is silent in the bush. If it does make noise, it's just because it's hitting some side branches, right?
Yeah, they're very stealth.
Yeah, man. So after me, like, hearing this noise, thinking it was some dude, it was like months, out comes the coy wolf one night, right in front of me, like 20 feet in front of me on the trail. Instantly, I'm like, oh, that's what that noise was. Every time I ran back to try and see, it wasn't her. And anytime there was someone there, I could tell it was a different noise, right?
Yeah,
there's different steps and stuff.
There's quite a lot of the coy wolves in this neighborhood. The other day I was walking home from work about 2 o'clock in the morning, and this girl come running from the street down. Yep. And she was all panicked. She's like, oh my God, there's a coyote, don't go down there.
Oh, they're friendly, man.
And I part of me wanted to go down there, but I'd had a bit of a shit day at work and just wanted to get home and smoke one. So some gates down there. But yeah, when you do live very close to the park, you do sometimes see some of these creatures. And
4 years ago, there was 2 pairs. So there's like 2 mating pairs. And when I came here, I saw all 4. And then that winter, man, all of a sudden there's only 2. So I thought the other 2 got hit by a car or whatever. They were probably just chased them out and competed, right? And then after about a year of them following me around, me trying to get them to come, every time they'd howl, I howl, you know, they got used to me, right? And then he laid down and showed me his belly. And that's them accepting you, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, that's them kind of being submissive and dropping the aggressor.
It's like the wolves kind of do that, right? Hello.
And yeah, there's another little trail up there. Look, some people are already out on it, and it is a nice place to bring your dog for sure. Yeah. Something I do miss is a dog. Bringing a dog out for a walk gives you.
Man. A few.
But they're so expensive to keep animals, and if
it's like a child, dude. I can't afford a child.
Yeah, you know, sometimes more expensive than a child. And you know, if you can't feed yourself, that's one thing. But if you can't feed your animals, then that's a sorry state to be in.
One of our side. Far side. Oh, you're going right in the middle of it. That's what I'm saying, far side.
And what's that? Someone follow us? The dog? And it is very tranquil getting out into the woods like this and breathing in the fresh oxygen.
And when it's at night, there's like the only people you run into are people who jog at nighttime, because people do that here all the time.
Yeah, I always see nighttime joggers.
And you'll see the kids that come out just like to hang out at the park, get high, drink, or experience nature, the nature lovers. And then the homeless dudes who sleep here, and then the crazy guys. And the crazy guys, they're just looking to interact. People have been like hurt here and murdered here and stuff, but it's normally like they're fighting or
Yeah, you know,
one crazy
parks.
guy just lost it, you know, and he beat up some old man with a dog. Hey, little buddy. And they put it in the paper too. The guy did snapped on him. The guy said, "You should have your dog on a leash." The old guy, that's all he said. And the guy walked up to him and starts giving it to him. He's just an old guy, right?
Yeah, I've heard some. There's been quite a lot of murders in this park. It's a little bit infamous for things like this. We've got some steps here, look. There's some lovely, lovely scenery.
I normally call the owls when they're here.
Is it a little bit early for them?
When I called the first ones when we first came in, when I was telling you about the little screech owls, they already heard us, man. Like, guaranteed they heard us. And heard me talking as soon as we came in.
Yeah, they have amazing hearing, the owls. They can hear like miles away, and like they can hear a mice wag its tail from 200 feet.
This whole park, they can hear everything in the whole park, the owls and the koi wolves. But you know what hears better in this park?
What's that?
You know what hears better than any of them?
Well, has the best hearing?
Yeah.
Which?
Peacock.
Peacocks?
In the zoo. They got
oh, right, yeah.
In the zoos. A couple of them were my buds, so whenever they'd make their noise, I'd make their noise back. So I could be walking out of the park and he'd still make his noise. I'd make the noise. We'd keep doing it to each other back and forth.
Communicating like Dr. Dolittle, talking to the animals.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, we used to have this place back home. It's like a safari park, and they used to have peacocks that just roamed the gardens in the mansion that was this safari park was kind of surrounded by. And one actually attacked me once when I was a kid. I was trying to, I don't know what I was trying to do, feed it or stroke it or something, and it ended up attacking me.
You go in the middle or on the far side.
Yeah, look at all this muddy stuff down here, and we probably need some boots because we did have a lot of rain over the weekend.
Yeah, when it rains, that part kind of floods, eh?
Yeah, and a lot of this was kind of marsh and swampland before they developed and built on Toronto. It was the whole of Toronto was like this, woodlands.
If you show in here, this is the garden.
Yeah, you can kind of smell the allotment smell of the veggies growing and stuff. And
they locked it up, man.
No access, closed for woodland restoration.
They do this often, man, just to rebuild everything, right?
Let stuff grow back, I guess, because people tramp down the trail. So yeah, that is over there. I don't know if you can see above the fence is the little allotments, as we'd call them. Back in England, where people would grow their veggies, and there's like a wild onion smell in the air. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, it smells good, man.
All these trees.
Wild onions, you nailed it.
And I think that was that little bat that just flew across.
Yeah.
Got some. Oh, what do they call those? The
They're beans.
Yeah, the flower.
They're from the bean sprout.
Yeah.
It's just grown over.
We used to call it dragon snaps or something, I think.
They're beans, right? But corn. But corn doesn't flower. Look, you can see the stalk down here. It's not beans though.
Yeah, look. Let's stick it through there, look, in the midst of the growth.
All of a sudden,
Drop the phone. Yeah, that's kind of one of my fears that will happen one day. I kind of carry that luck. So yeah, look at all these trees above, and the sun is kind of setting just over there. So unbelievably, I need another piss. And I have been drinking. There is a bathroom just around here. I've been drinking so much liquid today because I had a bad headache yesterday and got dehydrated, I think.
I think I just heard her. Yeah. They're having Shakespeare in the park, so the owls are probably up in this part.
Shakespeare, is that what we can hear?
Yeah, the guy yelling.
Yeah.
But when we continue down...
They do this every year, don't they? Shakespeare in the park.
It's cool, actually, dude. It's pretty cool. I watched one of them, a couple of them. And then I've heard the whole play just standing there.
Yeah, just...
You know? So I'm watching the owls and interacting with them. I've heard it. And I won't hoot, I'll just do the screech.
Oh, we can hear...
Birds, eh? Oh no, it's a weed. I thought it was like thyme. Oh no, it is, man.
We can hear
It smells
some...
like garlic. Something herb.
It probably is a garlic plant. They do have flowers. And look, you can hear the crickets. Oh yeah, that's...
Last time I was here, I had my camera sitting right here. And I was down up this corner, and they kept swooping down over my head. Like I was here for an hour.
Was that the owls?
Yeah. And then as soon as I put it, it was the second last time I was here. As soon as I put the camera up, they stopped swooping down and just sat over there and kept hooting and screeching. But they didn't fly anymore, right? It was like the camera check.
Yeah, well, they knew that you were filming that. That often happens. Every time I go to try and film something. Look, there's a porta potty.
Yeah, man. You're gonna use. Want to hold your coffee, dude?
Perfect. I can just set it down here, and I just put this